Oh man, this last month has been crazy, bro. I almost quit this video series because of the events that happened in this video. It's taken me a month to edit. Watch till the end. You'll want to learn these mindset tools to overcome anxiety and that quit attitude. NAV series really is becoming quite the adventure. Right now I'm filming episode 2, but let's go back in time. I'm picking up an espresso machine, a new one. It's a really amazing one. And so that you can see how we got here. Hey, I'm Umberto. I'm a coffee shop owner. Let me show you something. I run a media company that helps pastors advance their media, and I'm a forever digital creator. And this is NAV, the series that shares the complex scenarios of an entrepreneur, me, because almost every hurdle I'm facing, I have found, is relatable to the everyday person, even though I'm endeavoring to do what most people wouldn't do. I'm building a health brand that only uses honey as a sweetener called Miel. It's a coffee shop with no sugar. And we're 1 year and 6 months into it.
All right, come and get your Miel coffee and have honey.
It's been a crazy adventure thus far. And I've learned the biggest hurdles people face on the day-to-day are internal. Not everyone talks about them, but I'm opening up because I know it will help many more people. This show is all about problem solving. And the first problems to solve are those of the mind. So let's crush that negative, bad thinking mind and supercharge it. Let's navigate life better. Right now, I'm trying to set up a studio for this series. Got ourselves some lights right here. Season 1 of NAV is going to be all about how we build Miel 2.0, and we'll share the lessons learned along the way. Version 1 of Miel was awesome, but boy, I spent too much money. I need to optimize it. All right. What's up, Light? To accomplish the end goal. This is the mama of mama cameras. We want to make people feel good, and I want to fund myself as a full-time content creator. Don't mind if I do. And then scale Miel to be able to fund other really good things in the world, specifically ministers and ministries. Look at that. Look at that. 1.4? Is that real? Yeah. God's given me a lot of heart for people, and if I can help by teaching what I've learned, I think it's going to be an amazing thing. That's it right there. And if we can invest into others doing the same, man, that's just gonna be incredible.
You gotta drink enough water if you're drinking that much coffee. Pro note.
So, Miel, I started off so good, and within 7 months of starting it, it won the best coffee shop. Specialty coffee shop by the readers of the local Herald. Yep, that's right. A coffee shop that doesn't serve any sugar, and its coffee shop experience.
Oh, that's so good.
Won best coffee shop in my area. Miel was a big experiment. We wanted to test whether people would love a coffee experience with only the best ingredients, eliminating the worst. We went all in on a honey-based sweetener. We made caramel, we made vanilla, we made every coffee taste profile with honey instead of sugar, and people loved it.
Your body will thank you, and your soul will too.
Oh, honey, that is good.
How amazing is that? Well, Miel is no longer an experiment. With that right there, it gave me all I needed to focus on making it a huge success. But man, it just kept being a huge money grabber. The current location wasn't working, so we negotiated a way out. We need a place that will set Miel up for financial success so it can continue forward to bless many more people with that yum, frothy goodness that we love, and so that we can invest financially into others as well. Back to scene 1, this is me explaining to you what I'm about to do, which is building a studio in the new location that we've already locked in. I have all the equipment I need to do this series because my first company is a media company. By the way, if you're a ministry leader and want to advance your media, we'd love to meet you. Head over to mediaministry.church. We have 2 amazing plans to help you build an amazing brand strategy so you become memorable and recognizable. And so you don't waste your money or time on weak media content week to week. You'll get unlimited graphics at a low price every month while getting some of the most high-level design work in the industry. I was mentored by a creative director in Phoenix who helped Pizza Hut rebrand, and my work with him got featured on their website. Now I help pastors learn how to build amazing brand strategies that actually work. We help you save tons of time and leverage our expertise. You can schedule a call with me there.
Beast. One of my favorite tripods of all time. So good.
So, that media company
Got it right
kept
here, bro.
Miel alive.
501 HD.
And that is where we pick up the story of where we are right now.
Getting our arsenal going.
We found a new location, and I'm about to experience one of the most confusing experiences of my life.
H1N, my homie.
Creating Miel 2.0 in the new building is so exciting.
H1N.
We are making moves, bro. Oh, dude, this vlogging life, it's fun, dude. Bro, I'm getting more nervous as I think about what I gotta do today. I'm trying to explain the hurdles in front of us right here, but I have no idea about the bigger hurdle that's about to hit me. Okay, so game plan for the vlog, it's gonna be, comment down below in real time what you think happens for this whole game plan to be totally null and void and irrelevant. So, Miel 2.0 in this new building has officially started. People miss Miel. People want Miel in their cup, in their estómago, belly, for you gringos. All right, so studio. As I build the studio, we're gonna talk about the details of what's happening at Miel, bro. So I drive over to the new building. The person that's supposed to be there isn't there. Get a little frustrated.
I hate waiting around, bro.
And finally I get inside and I realize, I forgot there's no AC in this building, man. I'm gonna be sweating up a storm in my studio. Well, I start to put together my equipment and I start
plans for
showing what Miel 2.0 is gonna look like.
So this is gonna be the lobby.
I'm showing you the lobby, I'm showing you the lounge, I'm showing you where our kitchen's gonna be. This has already been approved through the owners of the building.
Oh yeah, I'll take a coffee Miel, por favor.
They're wanting a coffee shop. They've told me they want a coffee shop. And then the owner of the building comes upstairs and tells me they no longer see Miel being a part of their future plans for the building. And they don't see a commercial space being in the building ever because they want to convert this building into an educational location for their ministry. I totally get it, but at the same time, I'm so confused because I could have sworn this was where God wanted us. And this is me getting into my car right after being delivered this news that Miel can no longer exist in this location long term. Well, that's over. Not knocking them at all, but I am just really confused, so we'll see. So my drive home was full of questions. Wow. I didn't see that coming, honestly. Back to the drawing board. Often when you don't have answers for the future, you have to look to your past and pull out those stories where you know for sure it was... I really felt like God led me here. A divine rescue. Well, that's why this series is called NAV, isn't it? Where there was no other option but for God to come in, intervene, and help your mind make sense of your current scenario. Every hurdle is an opportunity for something better to come through, and we'll see what that looks like. But for now, Miel is officially dead. Has no options. Truly need a resurrection story here, bro. Well, H1N. I don't have a studio. Looks like I'm gonna make my living room the studio. But first, I'm gonna go get help. It just comes down to there's people out there that have solutions to the problems I'm facing. And there's a almighty good, ultimate good in the world that wants to navigate my steps also. So let's go hear from them. But first, yeah, nothing does a gut punch to the spirit like a latte to my corazón. See, I'm already dancing. All right, let's check this out. I literally had no idea what to do next. So I did the next best thing that I know how to do. I went and I started to learn. I prayed, I watched Grant Cardone's TV series, The Behind the Scenes. If you haven't listened or watched that, oh my goodness.
My name's Grant Cardone, and I took on a challenge to build $1 million business in 90 days in a small town in Colorado during COVID.
It was a masterclass for my current scenario.
With only $100 an old truck and a cell phone, I got to build $1 million business in a town I've never been to.
It's hard when you got money. It's impossible when you don't.
Follow along behind the scenes of Undercover Billionaire. What they didn't show you, couldn't show you, wouldn't show you, I'm going to show you right here, right now.
It gave me so much faith watching this billionaire be treated just like I'm being treated and going through exactly what I'm going through.
I don't know what I'm doing. I get depressed. I lose my way. I forget the goals, and I get consumed by my fears. See, this is all the stuff people deal with every day. It's hard, man. It's hard when you got money. It's impossible when you don't. I think there's less than a 40% chance that I make this.
He's explaining to you that he believed, almost quit,
This isn't working for me anymore.
then re-engaged his
Look, I'm just
commitment.
telling you guys straight up. I don't know. You come here tomorrow. I don't know if I'm here. I don't know why I'm doing this anymore.
You're letting a lot of people down.
No, don't tell me, bro. I know that.
Hey, bud. I wasn't sure if you were going to be here today. Yeah? We're not there yet?
I didn't know. Wasn't sure I was going to be here today.
And because he didn't have a give up bone in his body, he made like $5 million of this company in 90 days.
Two things to learn from this. Never quit. Don't make decisions when you're hungry. Don't make decisions when you're tired. And do not make decisions when you're angry, okay? Wait until you wake up tomorrow morning and see what you want to do.
The day I was delivered the news, I wanted to quit. I was ready to even quit this video series. This is way too complex. It was scary, man. But after watching this series, I got much more confident. And I took Grant's advice, went to sleep, woke up the next day. Okay, so it's in the morning. We got gut punched yesterday. Man, what a gut punch, dude. So we're gonna have to set up studio in my casa. We gotta come up with the game plan, but that guy right there, that says Miel is the most liked and voted best coffee shop in our area. Stuff like that gives me confidence to do Miel 2.0, to rebuild, to resurrect this thing. So we gotta find a location that allows Miel to be at the location either as a... So a quick recap, Miel left the location we were at because it was not profitable. It was very inconvenient for a coffee shop. Our overhead was way too much, so we needed to cut that down. We negotiated a way out. We thought we had an option to go to, but that fell through, as you just saw. So 3 options for Miel. Number 1, we have the option to do a temporary pop-up somewhere where we rent. It has to have everything we need to just show up, do a pop-up. That's option number 1. Number 2 would be go and rent a new location for under $800. That would be almost impossible. And number 3, which is even more impossible, buy our own location. And there are so many awesome locations right now for sale. We just need to get the funds. Oh, sorry about that, lady. My best decisions are made through prayer. I prayed about where God wanted me to go with this business model, a honey-themed coffee shop. Guess where God took me? Through prayer. He took me to New Britain, Connecticut. I'm from Texas. I went to Bible college in California. My friend, Pastor Cary Schmidt, became a pastor in Newington, Connecticut. I got a heart to want to help Pastor Cary because he's the best leader I've ever been around. He's one of the best Bible teachers. He's an amazing author, one of my favorites. He's helped me understand Jesus more than almost anyone else on the planet. Well, Pastor Cary became a pastor here in Connecticut. How amazing. God brought me from the West Coast to the East Coast to help my friend in Newington and gave me a heart to want to start a company that's honey themed and honey based in New Britain City. And guess what the motto is of the city? I learned this after I committed to wanting to start miel there. Industry is what builds the hive and enjoys the honey. That is literally what we are trying to do through miel. We're trying to create this whole new industry that is going to help people with their health. Oh, by the way, miel, it means honey. That's wild to me. Guess what the athletic team is called in New Britain? The Bees. Guess what the city logo looks like? It's a hive. It's like it's the little hexagon things. It's wild that God gave me a heart to want to start a honey-themed brand and company. And he led me to the city that is branded that way and that has given us some good tactics on how to build successful companies. Stanley Tools was built in New Britain, Connecticut. And we endeavor to build something that is just as exceptional. Let me show you a hat that I bought at a thrift store. This is so inspirational. Make something great. Stanley Tools, bro. I bought it because I wanted it to inspire me in the land where this company was founded. Wanted it to inspire me to do great things in the world. So, miel 2.0. We have 3 options. Let's see which one God gives us next. Literally, I could set up shop in any of the 3 locations right now and start making thousands of dollars per month. That is so exciting. I just need to find that next location. I don't know which one it is, but the ultimate goal is panel 3. Panel 3 is the ultimate goal. So if you guys can help us get there, we would love to tell you that story. Here soon, I'm going to be launching a crowdfunding mechanism. It's going to have a ton of awesome rewards, and tons of companies have funded themselves this way. And we think enough people believe in miel to help us get to our goals to continue building an awesome, excellent company that more people can enjoy. Season 1, it's not over until we've purchased our new location. And season 2 will be about how we built that location and how the story went after building it. Dude, I cannot wait, bro, to share all the lessons learned from building this crazy awesome company. It's gonna be so cool. Let's do this. Okay, now I gotta make this a studio. Lights. I gotta get things set up, cameras, so that we can tell this story. Let's go.
That's right.
If you find yourself troubled, anxious, and you're feeling like giving up, I want to explain to you the tools and tactics I employed because I believe they work, and they worked for me, and they're working for me. What's true is I've gone through hard things before, and I can go through it again. Number 2, I lean into my identity. I'm a child of God.
Let's see if we can turn this casita into...
Through the teachings of Jesus Christ, I come to that knowledge. Crowning jewel right there.
That is the most beautiful white.
And God says all things work together for good to those that love him.
Sometimes I see the things that God's blessed me with.
He's got everything in control. He's all-powerful, almighty. That's a tactic that a follower of Jesus can employ, but only a follower of Jesus.
Tell me that's not cute, bro. Check this thing out.
So you've not looked into the teachings of Christ, I definitely recommend it. It's given me more joy than I've ever had in my life as I dwell on his truths. And number 3, available to all of us, is this faith belief in eternity, that it's going to be an eternity without any pain, any suffering. Think about the gospel good news. And Pastor Cary, my personal pastor, said it so brilliantly. I want to cut to him right here.
However this video comes to you, you're now on the eve of, a new work week, a new week with your family, a new series of challenges. And you're carrying your burden, your own set of burdens and questions and problems through this day.
He jumps into explaining a Bible verse where Jesus is praying, and he's explaining how he's ready in his prayer to give his life as a sacrifice for all men to have their sins forgiven. And Pastor Cary jumps into how that should inform your everyday.
He died to give you eternal life. And when you frame your whole life, when you frame every decision and every day and every moment and every emotion and every failure and every success through the lens of that gospel, that he died to give you eternal life, then everything takes on a different sense, a different purpose, a different meaning. Everything is recast. It's not about your performance. It's about his. It's not about what you can do. It's about what Jesus has done. It's not about you saving yourself or you keeping yourself saved or you working off your salvation. It's all in Jesus Christ. He's done all of the work. He is the hero of the story.
So even if your performance is failing,
Now all I got, camera. I gotta get the camera, big one.
if you're having a huge amount of stress, you're fearing your current situation, and you put your faith in an eternal God that is going to rescue you, even if your worst scenario that you can think of in your head becomes true, it will hurt a lot less. And you can calm your spirit and your heart and your soul by believing that eventually you'll have an eternity with the most amazing person,
So that guy's good to go.
the most incredible being who's going to wipe your tears, who's going to love you forever, and who says to you, hey, all of that hurt and all of that pain and all that suffering you went through, I used it for good. Thank you for your investment. Thank you for your sacrifice. If you lean into that truth, it creates in your spirit and in your heart a totally different disposition. It actually calms you. It helps you, gives you peace, gives you joy. Even amongst the most terrible situations, you can have joy, you can have peace. And that helps me so much, and has been helping me so much as I go through trials and scenarios like the ones I'm in right now. We all suffer from a lack of peace.
Now I just gotta set this dude up.
And every day we can learn tactics that help us. And I hope that this NAV series will be a source for you to help you.
NAV Season 1 can now commence. We got ourselves a studio, y'all.